And we are live. Welcome, everyone, to episode 116 of the Followers of the Force podcast, our news roundup. We finally have a show in a week where stuff was actually said, which is fun. Usually you have to wait a week.
Yeah, usually wrong.
But before we get into anything, there's some sad news that I just saw on Twitter that Matt Martin posted. And it is somebody that they had on the Our Star Wars Stories show. His name is Brandon Koyama. Oh, yeah. He was unfortunately involved in a really, really bad car accident with his wife, and she unfortunately passed. Luckily, their little boy wasn't in the car. But there's a GoFundMe that is honestly on fire right now. Like, everybody is donating. So the link is down there in the scroll. And I'll post it. Let me see if I could post it in the comments section. Yeah. That way you guys can there we go. Donate what you can. I mean, anything like that is super tragic. And it's just super, super awful. Yeah. But definitely, thoughts go out to his family and his wife's family and just everyone involved. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. So if you can help, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But
he's a big part of the fandom, and I know a lot of cosplayer friends who have worked with him in the past. I've never met him personally, but I've heard a lot of really good things about him. So
yeah, it's something that none of us ever want to go through. And again, if you guys can help, I'm sure he would, appreciate it so much. I always feel so weird transitioning to anything else after something like that, but we'll just we'll continue on. So yesterday, we're just going to start off with, in terms of news, start off with some of the big news that was kind of unexpected, kind of not, depending on which way you want to take this news. But Matt Lanner is coming back to play Anakin in some way, shape, or form. He said Lucasfilm Animation. So what are your thoughts? Because I have my thoughts, and I didn't read it, and I wasn't like, oh my God, he's going to be on like 5 new shows. I am tempering my expectations a lot with this news. Mm-hmm. So who wants to take that first?
Yeah, I think the most popular one I saw was Visions, seeing him come back in Visions in some capacity. And again, what limited information I think we have on it.
Yeah.
I mean, anything's possible. I was kind of going, he's just trolling everyone. He's just going to be in the Bad Batch a little bit, like as like a flashback or something.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, that's all it would be. And then there we go.
Yeah.
But didn't he say also something, a quote about like working with like the video game producers too?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not 100% sure.
I think there was something about working with the video game designers at Lucasfilm, and I mean, but I mean, I could have completely misread the quote, but I think there was something about that as well. So, but Visions seemed to be the most popular answer. I don't know if anybody else thought anything different.
Yeah, I saw that too, which is an interesting thing and something that I figure if it's going to be in an animated form, which I forget if they said one way or the other. But Meg, what about you? What are your thoughts on this?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing Anakin again in some capacity. Mm-hmm. My thing is, like, if it's gonna be like a surprise thing, I would rather not know beforehand and it be a surprise. But if he's like a major part of something, then like, sure, let's do it. I mean, you can't ever just leave Anakin behind. Like, he's always gonna be here. So.
Yeah. What about you, Emily?
It's like what I have set my expectations to and what I would want. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it is like bare minimum, like it would make sense for him to be in the Bad Batch a little bit as a voice. That, I mean, it'd be cool to see him in whatever he comes back for. But I was also thinking earlier today that it's kind of weird that we didn't see Ventress's story. Not that I don't know if he would really be that involved in this, but I would like to see Ventress's story in animation, because people who aren't familiar with like the books, and I don't think that it's fair to assume that all people who are watching the show will also watch the books. Like I've seen so many people on Twitter just in the past week not know what happens to Ventress and like thinking that she's going to be in the Bad Batch. And so, yeah, I would like for them to do something else that tells that story, whether or not Anakin is part of that. I feel like he has to be in some capacity because he is like the main character.
Yeah. So I pulled up the story, and what he said was, he said, quote, "There's some new Lucasfilm animation going on. I've been a part of some things I can't talk about yet. You'll see Anakin again. I never quite put Anakin down, whether I'm doing a video game or something new for Lucasfilm Animation." So the whole I can't talk about it yet, that doesn't mean that it's not the Bad Batch. Because obviously the show hasn't come out yet, so obviously you really can't say much about it. And it would just, that's where I fall on. Like I fall on he's just going to show up in the Bad Batch. And and I think if it's anything new, it's not going to be anything new in terms of like following Anakin / Vader post, season 7 of the Clone Wars. And every other sort of bit part he's had, aside from Clone Wars, it's been the hologram of him training in Rebels, and then obviously the season 2 finale of Rebels, where he's, talking to Ahsoka. So that's where I sort of land on this whole thing. Would it be really cool if he shows up in a completely new show? Yeah, but I don't know. It's just such a weird thing. Like, I'm so used to that character just in that time period per se. And if we're getting Hayden as Anakin, assuming it's not just flashbacks, then I think that's where Hayden portrays Anakin. But of course, we could all be wrong, and he gets a season, 7-season show of just Anakin. So we'll see. Any other thoughts you guys have on this, or is it just like we'll just wait and see kind of thing?
Just that it's really having having what he tweeted is kind of the same as having no information, because it could be anything. It could be a flashback. It could be a new show. It could even, well, no, he did say animation. So, but it could be like in Rebels where it's just like a hologram. There's really not enough to go on.
Being the biggest troll ever. Just getting us all way too excited.
Yeah,
it's like it's just a voice.
At first, I'm like, wow, I can't believe they let him tweet that. But then I'm like, well, it doesn't really say much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're definitely hedging their bets with that news. But something that is making all of us even more excited every time we see something or learn something. I know, Hannah, for you, those character posters.
Stop! I'm having like a meltdown. They're so pretty.
Bad Batch next week. And apparently, the runtime and titles for the first 3 episodes were leaked.
Was it the first 3?
It was the first 3.
Oh, I didn't see the third one. I saw the 2.
There was 3. It was, I saw this from Corey from Kessel Run Transmissions, and it was the first episode they said was 75 minutes long. The premiere. The second one was 31 minutes, and the third one was 28.
Holy
and
shit.
the synopsises for each episode were fairly short. The first one was just, the Bad Batch, after the events of the Clone Wars. Second one was they meet an old contact and the third one was they're stranded on a desolate moon. So
I thought the titles were interesting because I only saw the first two.
Yeah.
I thought those were the most interesting bits. I'm like, okay, I know there was another spoiler going around. We're not talking about it because I still don't know it. I'm going in with like half blind.
Yeah.
I refuse.
Max like,
I refuse.
Yep,
I didn't see that one, so
I don't want to
can't.
know.
Yeah, somebody told me it was going around, and I know people have gotten pre-screening of the show already. So just be careful. Anybody who's watching this.
Is it okay without like?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm terrified. I'm like walking around like this, like 98% of the time.
Okay.
But no, all I know are the two titles because I saw that and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of not mad.
Yeah.
Can we say the titles?
Yeah.
If you have them, Emily.
Aftermath and Cut and Run. I didn't see the third one. I don't know what.
I don't know.
The third one started with an R. It was just one word. I forgot what it is. I think.
I haven't even seen it. So.
But can we talk about Cut and Run?
Oh my God, yes.
Because the synopsis is the Bad Batch visit an old contact.
Yes.
And the title is Cut and Run.
I'm so ready. I know. I'm just like...
It has to have cut in it, right? Otherwise it's just like...
So my theory is, where else would Rex go? It's like they don't seem like the people who have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to them. I love them, but they're not the most people-friendly clones ever.
Yeah.
So my thing is they probably reach out to Rex, who's staying with Cut. We can see Cut again. I'm so excited about this.
Breathe. It's going to be okay.
I know. Sorry. I'm okay. These past 2 weeks have been just like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I'm so excited.
And his adopted children.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, they'll be at least 3 years older, so they'll be all slightly grown up.
So, looking at the runtimes, more so for the first episode than the other two, what do you guys think we're going to see in that first episode? Like, do you think it's just going to be kind of establishing
suffering
that we're in the Imperial reign now, and just we have left that Republic era?
Yeah, from the title and the synopsis, and just based on where season 7 went, like we already saw Order 66, so I don't think we're gonna see it again. I think it's gonna start right after.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hannah and Meg, what do you guys think? Like, do you think we might see like a character that we haven't seen in a while, maybe thought dead, maybe? What I would really love,
I was like, who are we talking about? Because there's like a list of people I'd love back.
So the reason I say that is because I believe in the timeline of things. This is I think it's right before the events of Solo. So could we get some Crimson Dawn action? Could we get some Kira? Could we get some Maul? Could we get Dryden Voss? Because apparently we saw Dryden at the end in season 7.
Yeah,
we did. So,
I could see the batch getting mixed up in that,
and that would explain,
especially like with Saw.
Yeah.
That would explain the inclusion of those 4 middle episodes in season 7 that no one really understood why they were there.
The one with the Pikes and the Martez. That would be interesting.
It's all connected.
It's such a long game. Oh my God.
It would be
that's a really interesting one. Like, I'm so hesitant to like really get my hopes up. Like, as excited as I am, I'm super excited for it. But it's like I don't want to over theorize and like be disappointed. Like that's like my biggest thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, like whatever we see, I'm excited for. I honestly think they pulled a trailer thing, like with The Mandalorian, where maybe we only saw the first like 2 or 3 episodes, and considering how long the first one is, I have a feeling we only saw like the first like 2 episodes of anything. So I'm like,
I hope so.
I'm just like, bring it on. So. I love going in blind.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. To me, like new Star Wars, I don't honestly care what it is. Like, give it to me. I'm going to be excited. And like, I'm not super into like trying to predict too much either, but like, I like being surprised. Right. So, just the fact that like so much more Star Wars is coming, like, I'm really excited. Like whoever we see, because they're going to bring characters in. I'm here for it.
Yeah. I have a question. I don't remember. In season 7, when they're talking about the Chancellor's been kidnapped, did they mention Shaak Ti?
I think so.
Okay. Because I was thinking, I don't remember, but in my head, I was thinking, well, if we see the clones on Kamino, we might not know that Order 66 has gone into effect because there aren't Jedi there. But then I thought, well, Shaak Ti is there. But then I'm like, well, is she though?
Yeah.
I think
I think Obi-Wan says that Shaak Ti went to try and rescue the Chancellor, but they haven't been able to contact her since she got there. So that's after she's already been killed, I think. If you go
for a second there, I thought
scenes.
we might see her death because we haven't seen her death besides like deleted scenes in different ways.
I hope I don't see that. I don't need to see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
I know it.
There's too much death already in that movie. I don't need it to translate to the show. Now, question to everybody. Could we see a I think we could. Potential Grand Admiral Thrawn sighting in the show.
Where's the timeline in this? Hold on.
I wonder if it's a little too early.
Too early. I think it's too early.
Yeah, good yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too early.
Okay, it's too early. That's what I thought.
I'm doing my math. Yeah, it's probably like 4 or 5 years too early.
Okay.
3, 4, 3, 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, they have Tarkin in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think they would do.
Yeah, they do.
Both.
Yeah, they're not gonna. I think they're setting up Tarkin to at least be one of the antagonists. I think there'll be more that we're not ready for, but I think
Krennic is a better bet, though.
That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's been there since, the events of at least Revenge of the Sith. So that'd be interesting if we get blanking on his name.
Galen?
Ben Mendelsohn. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Voicing,
I was like,
voices him.
Like, where are we going with this? Yeah. No, so we got...
All right.
Yes. Yeah. So they did also release a new still of the Bad Batch, but it was attached to a quiz, and I hope all of you did your homework and did the quiz. Otherwise, I'm going to make you all do it.
I did it twice because the first time I'm like, well, there were a couple questions where I like auto-clicked, and then as it was changing, I'm like, well, I could have chosen that one. So I took it twice, and I got the same answer.
I love it.
Nice.
Rachel, if you're in the comments, what's your answer? We'll start with you.
Oh, shit. I got to do this real quick.
David's going to do the quiz live because he didn't read the Discord.
It doesn't take very long.
Yeah.
It's like 10 questions. While we wait for Rachel. I was like, Emily, you can go.
Oh, okay.
I'm very curious.
I got tech. Both
Did
times.
you?
I
Oh my God, that's cute.
Which I love. I think he's my favorite. Well, he's one of my favorites. Besides Echo, I guess.
Oh, bless. We love Echo. He was winning in the votes for the one that they were going to release next, the character poster.
Yeah.
So, bless Echo.
Rachel got Hunter.
Rachel got Hunter. Okay. I like that. That's cool. Meg, who'd you get?
I also got tech.
Yay.
Oh my God, this is so cute. I love it. It's so cute. I love it. David, are you still working on it?
I'm on question 4. I
Don't
just got in
overthink
the
it.
quiz. My internet was a little slow.
Overthinking his color. Like, am I black? Am I blue?
What do you want as a pet?
All
right. Definitely heights. All right, 8.
From 4 to 8. He's like, oh, I just gotta click now. This is good. I'm so curious. Yeah, David does take this very seriously.
I got tech. What the hell?
Yay!
I got 3 texts. I love it.
When it said my favorite, I think that this quiz had the most accurate answers for like 2 questions. And it was, what is your choice in terms of food to eat for lunch? Pizza, obviously.
Pizza. Yeah.
And then what is like your favorite task to do? And it said,
oh, he froze.
and I froze. Napping was my favorite. Napping. Yes.
See, the first time I said reading, because I'm like, well, I identify with that, but then I thought, well, how do I actually spend my time?
I actually want to do this. Napping.
I changed
every
like
time
3
I try to
answers.
read, I fall asleep, so it kind of goes hand in hand.
There you go.
Works.
Same. Yeah.
Works.
All right.
Love
So
it.
everyone who hasn't taken that quiz, I mean, damn it, I got out of the screen. Okay, just look for it on Google. I'm not going to go back through and
It's on
look at it.
StarWars.com.
There you go.
So you should be able to find it.
Send us your Bad Batch character.
Yeah, that was fun.
Any final thoughts on the Bad Batch? I mean, I know we're gonna go live that day at 7 Eastern at night, not in the morning, because that's psychotic. But we're gonna be on at night. I'm sure we might have. I'm pretty safe to assume we all would have watched it by that time. Okay, I'm waking up at 2:45 in the morning.
Oh my god!
I'm watching it right at 3.
Oh my god!
I pulled an all-nighter for the finale of The Mandalorian, and I'm gonna do it again for the premiere. So.
I tried like for at least some of the Mandalorian episodes to stay up because it drops at like 2 my time, and I can't do it. I got to like 1:30 one time, and I was like, I literally can't. I tried so hard.
I stayed up for the Ahsoka episode, and that was it.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
May the 4th is the day after I get my second COVID vaccine. So
nice.
Oh,
that's right. You'll probably be kind of down
to count.
Yeah, so I might be passed out somewhere if you don't hear from me.
Oh no.
We'll check in on you.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh man. Well,
who did I get?
Who did you get?
Oh yeah, I was like, Rachel. I was like, I forgot. I was so excited to hear everybody else's stuff. No, I got Wrecker.
Yay!
Ooh.
I've never been called quiet a day in my life. So.
Oh no.
Oh man. Alrighty. Moving on to some Disney Plus, more Disney Plus news, kinda. But Kenobi and Andor filming underway with some new set photos and videos. The video for the Andor set, it was on StarWarsNewsNet.com, and you really can't see anything. It's kind of just a guy with a drone flying over where they're going to be filming, and there's a big truck with something inside, but I don't know what it is. In terms of Kenobi, I think you can see Obi-Wan's homestead from Episode 4. Mm-hmm. So that would be really cool if that's the case. Mm-hmm. So with each day, these shows are getting to be a little more real. When do you guys think that we'll get a trailer for Kenobi? Being as it's probably the one that's going to happen first.
When does it premiere?
It's after season 3 of Mando, so late spring, early summer. Because Andor isn't in the fall, right? Did I have that right?
Andor is not in the fall, I don't believe.
When's Andor?
I think it's next
I can't remember. Well, no, yeah, because Mando season 3 is first next year, and then I think Kenobi or Andor's next, and then whichever one wasn't is next. We get all 3 next year.
Yeah, I know.
Which,
Book of
dear
Boba
God.
Fett is the one that comes out in December.
Yeah, Boba Fett is the only other like kind of connected thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I
they've got to do something on May the 4th. They're gonna drop something on May the 4th.
Something's got to happen.
I know.
But
I
I
was
don't
like,
think
my
they would-
money's on Kenobi.
Yeah.
I only say that because like the Ewan thing that came out today, like the new article, the fact that they had been filming before it got shut down, so there's some footage somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just my
thing
guess.
is,
I'm happy to be wrong.
I don't think they would do it more than a year before it drops.
Yeah.
Well, also,
So depending on when it releases.
Yeah. I mean, they showed the sizzle reel of Andor this year at the shareholders thing. So I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I'd love to be wrong, but I don't know. That's just my guess. So
also, like, on the day that a new show premieres, do you want to like take away from that by doing something about another show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they will.
I just think they will, just because they know everybody's going to be on it that day.
Because it's a holiday, and it will make people want to watch Star Wars, so they'll go to Disney Plus and they'll see Bad Batch.
Yeah. You know, that's a really good way to think about it. I'm not thinking as a marketer. My bad.
You're like, focus on one thing at a time. Too much.
I forget. Do we have D23 this year? Because I don't think we had it last year.
Yeah.
Okay. So depending if they wanted to wait, they could just drop, because it would be within that year timeline. I think D23 is like in August or September. They could drop something then. And I know that they've dropped stuff at San Diego Comic-Con too, but since COVID and everything, we would have to like get like 80% of the country vaccinated before a convention can happen at that scale. And even then, that's tricky. But because I remember them releasing the news of Clone Wars Season 7 at Comic-Con 2018, I think. And then Season 7 didn't come out till 2020. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they'll hold on to it for something like D23, or will they just go, we have it, why not just release it? What did you say, Hannah?
Sorry, I just had a moment. I'm having a moment. I was like, what if they brought Hayden and Ewan to D23?
They had
to announce it.
They had Ewan announce Kenobi in person.
They could totally do it. There would be. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think they might. With that, they might hold on to it.
Yeah. They both
give
walk
them a little bit more time.
They walk out to the Battle of the Heroes theme.
Oh my god!
From Revenge of the Sith.
Stop!
I would start crying. I would cry.
Yeah,
I would cry.
Well, whatever is the biggest thing between now and next May the 4th, I think is what they will drop on May the 4th. Whatever that might be.
Yeah.
Because they're not like coming out with a new movie or anything this year, right?
No.
Right.
New movie's not until next year.
It's not in my head.
Right? Next movie is next year or 23?
23, I think.
23.
I think.
Yeah. 23, okay. I was about to be like, holy shit, we're getting a new movie next year.
Oh, there's already so much.
We're getting Andor, Kenobi, Mandalorian for new movies. We're all going to just melt down season 2 of Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we're all going to die.
Oh my God, we're all going to die.
Yeah, you wonder why I never sleep. This is why. It's Star Wars.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think what they'll probably show, and I think you guys are right, if they show anything, it'll probably be that sizzle reel that they showed of Kenobi that they didn't show to everybody.
Yeah.
And I know in that one, you see Ewan and Hayden hanging out.
Oh man.
I would even go for a picture of the both of them in their Clone Wars.
I'd
getup.
go for promo picks. Like I could go for a promo pick.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting too excited.
I'm so ready. I'm just excited for whatever that day is gonna bring.
Yeah.
I finally just scheduled doctor's appointments that day because I'm like, I'm not going to be any help at work. I'm taking the day to go to doctors and be productive and not be at work.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Multitasking.
All right. Any final thoughts on Kenobi, Andor, Disney Plus filming? Nothing.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Yep.
You heard us, Lucasfilm. Bring it on. Give us everything.
Yeah.
In 6 days.
We
expect every show to be done with production. We expect trailers. We expect release dates.
Music.
And we expect music. And we expect personal Zoom calls with the cast for the show. So if you can abide by all of that, you're good.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. So, Emily brought this to my attention because I remember hearing about it, but I completely forgot. Might be getting a remake of Knights of the Old Republic. Supposedly in the works at Aspire Media. Did you guys play this game, or did you watch anybody play this game, or any knowledge of this game?
I've heard a lot about it, unfortunately. I've had to mute the word Revan for the rest of my life.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I told this story last time we talked about this game, but I have it on my computer because my husband actually likes it, or he played it when he was younger.
Yeah.
And I am so bad at video games. I could not get past the intro where they're teaching you like what buttons to push.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, I have not played it past the intro.
Okay. So would you guys like, because obviously the way you play the game, it's kind of annoying. I'm not a huge fan of the controls because it's just a lot of you walk someplace and you just kind of press buttons. It's not like Jedi Fallen Order where you're like actively fighting,
swearing at the screen.
Yeah, exactly. So what would it take for you guys to like play the game? Or would it just be, it's a new Star Wars game, I'm going to get it?
If it were like on the Switch or something where because like right now I'm trying to play it on my PC and I like I cannot.
Yeah.
I'd probably need them to do something kind of like what they did with Republic Commando this year and make it like either do a remaster or something like that. Because I have an Xbox, so it's easy for me to have reverse compatibility. But for other people like who have Switches or PS4s, like I would need some hardcore solid promotion because I honestly don't know much about it, and most of the discourse I try to stay away from because of things like the word Revan. Like I'm sure the character's super interesting and I love the cosplayers who do that because it looks super cool, but I'm like, dear God, like I need some compelling reason to be invested in this.
So David, if you wanted to play it and stream it, like it might be a game I might watch someone stream.
Yeah.
So when it comes to streaming, I tried
his internet.
And I went to go. I just did like a test stream. I went to go play it back. The thing never even uploaded. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Oh no!
I need somebody to show me the ropes on Twitch. Because at this point, I'm just gonna like do StreamYard and just like narrate what's going on the screen and just be like, "Look, guys, I can't do anything more for you. Either you play the game along with me and just hope that you're doing the same thing as me, and we'll just go from there." But in terms of the game and the characters and the amount of people that mention Revan, is it just kind of like a thing like, okay, cool, if it's good and if I feel like it, I'll play it. Otherwise, I feel like just watching, because I don't know if they'll change really too much about the game itself. Maybe they will, but at this point it's almost like getting a Star Wars video game is also like getting a 3.5 hour, 4 hour movie if you just watch all the cutscenes.
Yeah.
So,
and will they like make it canon or will it still be Legends?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I would hope they made it canon just because of that deleted Clone Wars scene where Revan was actually in it.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I
Fox
read
did
that
as well.
they decide, I don't know if this is true. This is just what I heard somewhere, probably YouTube, that they cut that scene because it wasn't in line with George Lucas's vision that the Sith don't become Force ghosts.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Which makes sense.
Does make sense.
Yeah.
Although
It
I
does
don't, Rise of Skywalker kind of put that
Yeah.
with all the Sith that come up.
Yeah. I to this day I don't know what the hell all that's about, but that's a conversation for another time.
I need to rewatch that movie, to be fair, because I think I've only seen it once.
Oh man.
I've seen it like 3 times. It's not that I don't even know how to describe it. It's not that I don't like a lot of the movie. It's just that some of the things in it I really don't like. And it kind of takes away from my overall enjoyment. Because once it reaches a certain part, I'm like, well, I know this person's not going to survive. I know this is going to happen. And I'm just like, I'm not.
Like when I thought Chewie was dead, I'm like, dang, this is emotional.
Yeah.
I can't believe they did this, but like, good on you.
Yeah.
And then no one in that movie actually dies. They all come back to life. Well,
everyone comes back to life except for one person.
Dies.
Except for 2 people.
Some people die.
And then here's the thing, just to get don't bash my movie, guys. What a welcome.
Sorry, Carly.
Sorry, Carly. We're doing our best. One of the scenes that really bothered me in that movie, and then we'll get off this topic, is just you bring Wedge back, and then you just kill Snap right in front of him.
Thank you.
Oh,
it's like this guy's basically his son. He comes back and then just to see him die, and it's like you didn't need to kill Snap, Wax. You didn't need to do it. You just didn't
Thank you. Somebody said it.
But you know,
is it true that the
is.
actor of Wedge Antilles is
Ewan McGregor's uncle?
Yeah, is that true?
Yep.
I never knew that.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor talks about going to the movies to see Uncle Dennis in Star Wars.
It's
crazy. It's really funny.
Oh, it's so cute.
So crazy.
And I'm sure that's like maybe that's like 2% of the reason why somebody kind of put Ewan on George's radar for Obi-Wan. Like, hey, you know, my nephew's an actor and he's a damn good one, and he'd be perfect for this role. Not saying that's how that happened, but you never know. But no more of the Rise of Skywalker bashing.
Sorry.
So we do that on Twitter. That's where all the bashing happens.
Oh God.
But to talk about something that came out yesterday, and we have a spoiler-free review up right now on our podcast feed. The spoiler-free review done by Meg, and then next week, our spoiler-filled review done by Meg and Hannah will be available. And it's dropping on May the 4th. Look at that. We're going to drop everything on Star Wars.
Such a fun conversation.
Oh, man. Yeah, it really is.
So when I saw like 52 minutes, I was like, damn. They went
spoiler-free? Oh, no, that's a spoiler
that's
one?
a spoiler-filled.
Okay.
If that was a spoiler-free, I would not want to edit the spoiler-filled one. I'd be like, this has got to be 3 hours long.
Yeah, I tried so hard to. I hadn't read Chaos Rising, so I just finished that this weekend, and now I'm like 12% into Greater Good, and it's good, very good. Read on my lunch break today.
Nice.
So, for anyone who hasn't read the book yet or read part of the book, spoiler free. If you guys want to give like just your like little 2-minute quick review or however long. I mean, we got like 18 minutes left.
I just want to pitch this series so far as I know it as Star Wars does Sherlock Holmes. Because Thrawn reminds me of Sherlock Holmes. And
you know, that's not a bad comparison.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's all. That's what I got.
So what you're saying, Emily, is that you want Benedict Cumberbatch to play Thrawn.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't be mad at it. I still think
Anna looks unhappy.
I still think Loki would do it better, but
Okay.
But yeah, same vibe.
Same vibe. Gotcha. All right. Who wants to take the little mini review before the big review next week? Spoiler free.
I'm trying to think of how to say things without.
With things without spoiling it?
Oh,
Okay.
trust me. That was me trying to do a spoiler-free review for 15 minutes. I'm like, what do I say about this book?
How do words work?
Thrawn is back. He's still blue. He's got red eyes.
In other news, water is wet.
It's the second book. It's good.
Literally, it's literally. Oh my
Is it also greater?
It's also greater. That is a fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, it's also
I like
greater.
that. I can't top that. It's greater.
It's greater. Okay, here's a question. Which one do you guys like more? Chaos Rising or Greater Good? Or are they incomparable for their particular stories?
It's greater good for me. Wow, why was that hard to say? Wow, I've been talking way too much. Just because it just builds on the first one, and oh man, I can't say that. Hold it. There are things that happen that make different Thrawn books more relevant. There you go. That's all I can say.
Nailed it. There you go.
Interesting.
There it is.
Question then, without spoiling anything. If you haven't read said previous books,
which I have not,
will you be lost?
Oh no.
Oh.
I would say no.
Yeah.
But it's just additional information if you have it.
Okay.
Like it just, I don't know. That's just my thought. Because I think maybe in Chaos Rising, if you hadn't read the book, you kind of missed a bit. But
yeah, it's one of those
this
like.
One, no.
It's kind of like the same with like the High Republic. Like you won't be lost if you haven't read them, but certain parts will have a little bit of a different meaning if you have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's a little bit extra if you've done your homework, so to speak. But like the books, a lot of them, especially this one, are also designed that you can come in having read the first one and not any other Thrawn books, and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree.
Well, I'll let you know if I'm lost. I guess I won't know if I'm lost.
I'm trying to.
No, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
I can see it might be like watching Rebels without watching Clone Wars, where like you understand everything with like Ahsoka and Rex, but you don't feel the weight of it.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, I like
that's a good comparison.
Okay. I can live with that. I mean,
yeah. Sorry.
I remember I took the first Thrawn book that Timothy Zahn wrote for the new canon, and I was reading it in line at Star Wars Celebration Orlando, waiting for the Last Jedi panel.
That is the nerdiest sentence I've ever heard.
We lined up outside.
I'm so happy.
We were lining up outside, and I had the book with me, and I had a bag, and I was like, well, it's 3:00 in the afternoon. We're not going to get in here till like nightfall. So I'm just going to lie down. I'll tell you, I laid down. I started reading. I fell asleep and I woke up and the line probably moved like a good amount further. And I was like, well, good. But I finally caught up with everybody and, I made it into the room for the panel. So that was fun.
There you go.
But anyway, guys, Thrawn, Greater Good, out now. Go get it. Remember, he's back. He's blue.
It's greater.
It's greater. So, go get it.
I can't get over.
They have really good covers.
They do.
Oh, they're so good.
Do.
All of the new artwork too. Just
Yes.
#blessed.
Yes. Before we go though, since we've got like 13 minutes till 9, if there are any questions from the good folks in the comments, send them our way.
Yep.
We'll have some fun here for the last few minutes.
Yep. Oh,
maybe we'll just bash the Rise of Skywalker.
Well, I was gonna say that her universe launched a new Ahsoka line.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Unisex.
I of course jumped on, and when I went to purchase, I realized I thought I had purchased a few more shirts a few weeks ago so that I could have a Bad Batch shirt on the premiere of Bad Batch, and I either hadn't or I have now purchased it twice. So, so we'll see. But yeah, the her universe Ahsoka line that just launched, very, very nice.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I need to get a shirt. I was gonna make an Ahsoka shirt for the podcast. Then I realized while I was making it that I'm just not good at drawing.
Oh no.
Then I was like, you know what? This is looking awful. So I'm just gonna stop.
Oh no.
Like the Ray shirt and the Ben Solo one, I don't know how I did that. Honestly, just luck. So we'll see. We'll see. But come on, guys. Questions. Carly, I promise we won't talk about the Rise of Skywalker.
Only good.
I was like, Rachel's, do we get a screaming to words ratio of our review? I don't think we screamed that much. We got really excited, so maybe our voices got a little bit higher, but there wasn't a lot of screaming. I don't think. Meg, you probably listened to it back. Was there a lot of screaming? I kind of blacked out a little bit.
No, there wasn't. I mean, there was a lot of no. I mean, we didn't yell that much. If we did, I
kept my curse words to a minimum.
It
is a solid PG-13 review.
There you go.
Just
I was
one
very proud
fuck
of
to make
myself.
it PG-13.
It made it count.
Any more than that, then it's R.
No, it was good.
You can bash if you want. Just so I'm used to it. I was gonna say, Emily, you're just gonna call Carly after the show and just be like, "Hey, just letting you know, episode 9, not good, awful." It's the worst movie.
I liked it I liked it more than last.
I had such a great time in the theater. Then I thought about it, and I'm like,
yeah,
I don't like it as much as I.
Yeah, we walked out, and I even got a picture of me with the poster behind me because I was on a Star Wars high, and I'm like, that was great. And then I thought about it and watched some YouTube videos about it, and I'm like, oh,
you're like, oh,
it had some flaws.
Just a few.
Here's a funny, when I first saw The Force Awakens, I remember I liked it, but for whatever reason, I didn't like it as much as I thought it would, to the point where I was like, man, The Phantom Menace is so much better than this.
Whoa.
And the only reason I said it is because I was remembering just all the lightsaber battles in The Phantom Menace and Darth Maul, and I was like, where is that? But then I watched it 7 more times in the theater, so I was over it, the next day.
I didn't see Rogue One in theaters, and now I regret that so much.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah.
It would have been really good.
Oh, yeah. I saw it. I forget when I know I saw every Star Wars premiere that Thursday night, 7:00 showing before the, general opening day. And I'll never forget The Force Awakens, 7:00 3D. The projector went out twice.
No.
Because of a storm. And at one, the first time it went out, and the thing is, because of this country, when the lights go out in a theater, the first thing you think of is, I have to get out of here.
Yeah.
And I was so scared, you guys.
Oh, no.
That's why I always take the far right seats. Because in my head, I'm like, if anything happens, I am getting up and I'm jumping over the thing. And if I fall on my face, so be it. But it's a quick way down. And then I just run if I can. But no, the projector just went out. And they turn it back on. And they skipped ahead like 10 minutes in the movie.
No.
So they had to turn it off again. And then rewind.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, okay, this is fantastic. And then it goes off a second time.
No.
And I was just like, you know what, man? At this point, this is just half a movie. I don't think they made a whole movie. I think it's just half the movie, and they're just making us think that it's a whole movie when it's not. But yeah, it was bad. Luckily, it didn't pause on like Han being killed or anything. Because I think if that happened, I would have.
That'd be so horrible.
I
I'd be like, this is it.
Yeah. Jeez. Wow. Any bad Star Wars theater experiences for you guys?
Oh, when I think it was The Force Awakens. There was someone in two rows behind me talking on the phone.
No,
I'm serious.
I was shitting me.
I was so mad, and I'm not the kind of person who will turn around and say something.
Yeah,
but I almost did because I was like, Star Wars is back.
This is
get out of here. I don't think it lasted very long. It might have even been only like a minute, but long enough where I was like, you really just answered your phone.
Yeah.
In the middle of this movie. Really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
They would be, oh my God.
Yeah, I was not happy. I mean, I wasn't the only one. But still.
I'm trying to think if anything like that. I remember there was one guy, I forget what movie it was, but he had his phone out and the brightness was turned up all the way.
Oh, God.
And he must have been on like just any website with a pure white background. And that thing was so bright.
Oh, my God.
And it was blinding. Like he deserved to be escorted out and arrested.
Wait, was he?
No, I'm saying he deserved it.
Oh, okay.
He deserved it.
It was unclear.
It was unclear.
Like he deserved what he got.
Yeah. Shit. It's like, what the hell? We got to find these people that slighted us and go to a Denny's parking lot and just duke it out.
There you go.
Always.
Oh, man. All right, you guys. You got 5 minutes. Any other questions? Any final thoughts? Anything to get ready for next Tuesday? And I say that as if we're not going to talk on Friday and Saturday.
I know. Stay hydrated. Avoid spoilers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Curse them all and mute them if they ruin it for you.
Yeah, curse them all. Emphasis on that one.
May your socks always be wet. You step in a puddle.
That's still the worst feeling.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's an even worse feeling? And it has nothing to do with socks. If you're doing dishes and
oh God,
like the water starts to puddle and nothing is draining because you have to because there's like the stopper, but when the water's like super cold and there are like little bits of food and stuff from the dishes you've been doing, you got to stick your hand in the water and you start feeling stuff like little parcels of food. I hate that
to this problem. It is gloves.
I don't have time for gloves.
They make those. Oh, it will change your dishwashing experience.
Carly knows what's up. Soggy food.
I kind of find it satisfying. Like I kind of find it satisfying to pick hair out of the bathtub.
Do you want to come over to my house for a while?
I've always lived with people who shed a lot. So
oh my
God. Never me, of course.
Oh, Hannah, you can answer this question.
Oh no. If you could own a lightsaber, a real one, what color and style would it be? Why would that just be me? Why would I just answer it?
Because you went to Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, I was like, why? Everybody else has an answer. I was like, sure, everybody else does too.
You have
one. I have a lightsaber.
I have my answer right here.
I have my answer. No, mine is my elemental with the little tooth at the end, and it's a white blade. So that is my lightsaber. It's very neat.
How did you get a white blade? Is it like
I bought the crystal afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Because initially you only have you have blue, green, red, and purple to choose from. And so I picked blue as the one when I was building. But then afterwards I went to Doc's and bought a yellow and a white.
Nice.
That's really cool. I didn't know you could buy them separate like that.
Yeah, they're like $50 though.
No, they're like 20. They're not
are
that
they?
expensive. Yeah, they're not that expensive.
Oh, I'm thinking of the holocrons. Never mind.
Oh, the holocrons are super expensive.
Yeah, holocrons are expensive.
Yeah, and some girl, if you buy the red ones, there's a chance you could get a dark saber color, like a black blade. Some girl got it when I was there, and I was like, oh, so lucky.
Yeah,
so cool.
Oh, so he says, this question's for everyone, and he says, no, I mean a real one you could singe people with. I do not condone singeing people.
We are not allowed to
with
singe
any
people.
item, but if we could,
singeing is illegal.
I stick with my answer. It would be Luke's Return of the Jedi one.
Yeah, I like mine.
Yeah,
with a green blade.
I like my Galaxy's Edge one. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like green blades. I think I like Ahsoka's Clone Wars sabers. Simple, sleek. Her little lime green one. Love it.
Love it. That's a fun one. Meg, what about you? What's your lightsaber choice?
You know my answer.
The dark saber.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
We know who.
Of course.
We know what Meg wants.
Of course.
Always the dark saber. Only the dark saber. That's it.
That's it.
Little Mandalore.
That's it.
So even if somebody said, "Here, this lightsaber's for you," you'd be like, "Nah, it's not the dark saber."
What if Bo-Katan came up to you and said, "I want that dark saber"? Would you give it to her?
Yes.
No.
I would give it to her so fast.
I would.
I'd be so scared. I'd just chuck it. I'd be like, "Yes!"
Be like, take it. Take it. Don't want it.
You know, lightsabers are actually really clever because they cauterize the wounds, and so you don't have you can have a violent sword fight without blood.
Just a flesh wound.
Movie-wise, that is genius.
It's so good. Also, I think Tori on Octa Radio for the Mandalorian Creed, she's doing a series right now on lightsabers. So I just listened to the one she did with Alyssa Bradley on the meta of lightsaber design.
Yeah.
It was super cool.
Interesting.
So,
and before we head out of here in just a few seconds, apparently Disney is creating an actual not real in the sense that you can, freaking kill people with it, but a lightsaber that is not an attachable blade, but if you turn it on, the blade actually comes out and looks pretty dang realistic. They haven't shown a picture of it, but it's some tech that's I don't know. I think it's probably going to be very fragile. I don't think it's something you can duel with, but it's going to be pretty cool from what I've heard.
Maybe that's what they'll premiere on the 4th.
I would hope so. And if they gave, again, Disney, if you're going to release that on May 4th, let me know when it's going to go on sale. Let me know how much it is. Let me know when I can pre-order, and let me know when the godforsaken annual passes are going to come back on sale. Haven't had one in 2.5 years. Anyway, it's going to be the end of the show tonight. Hope y'all had
David's ransom demands.
Hope y'all had a great time. I've just been playing with these $7 this entire time.
Oh my god! Join us on
so
Saturday.
Come on down on Saturday and be a part of the happy hour. Have some drinks. Have some fun. We'll talk about a lot of stuff.
About the Star Wars characters we look like.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Which I have a kind of... I can choose from 5 characters. Which all are good picks. So, until next time, guys. May the Force be with you. Always. And Disney, obey our demands.